When you begin being part of a language community, you need to know what is the role that you are going to start playing. So this is the topic we are going to develop now in this video. Hi, my name is Renato and I am your language trainer. Yes, let's jump into this topic right this minute. What happens when you start a conversation and you start your first interactions in a determined language community? What is your role? Most of the time, just so you know, most of the time when you are a beginner in any language, you need to know that you are going to play such a sort of a passive role into that language community. This is one thing you need to know, because then I'm going to explain the reason why I say this. Remember, if you are in your first level of Spanish, let's say this, and you want to start interacting and you want to start being part of the Spanish language community, you need to know that uh, at least you won't be able to say everything you want to say. You're not gonna be the person doing most of the talking. So you need to know that at some point you're gonna have to play a passive role in the conversations and in the interactions that you witness or you're part of it. Like, let's say, if you are watching a TV show or if you are in a conversation where it is two, three people talking, remember that since you do not have such a big time Spanish skill, your role will be more like you're gonna be listening to people talking. So this is a moment when you sometimes start saying, "Hey, I do not understand mostly of these people are talking. Most of the talking point in the conversations that you are witnessing or that you are part of are based on grievance, on past of people involved, or the people that are doing the talking will be talking about somebody else, some past experience that they had, and they are not going to be talking to you about the color of your eyes, the color of your shoes, or they're not going to be saying to you, hey, how are you in Spanish? They're not going to be saying, ¿Cómo estás in Spanish? They're going to be talking about actual real life stuff, and base they will be mostly talking about talking points related to uh, opinions, and they're going to be talking about things that happened in the past. So you need to know that your ears need to be ready to be listening to uh, let's say sort of like gossip. People will be talking about expressing their opinions on somebody else, on situations that pass, and you need to expect that. So most of the time, your role will be more or less a passive role, and you need to know that so you get used to the first interactions in Spanish language community, and you don't feel like you haven't learned much. No, it doesn't mean that you haven't learned much. It is that when you are starting a journey to learn a foreign language, the first step can be kind of tough, and you're gonna have to basically listen to somebody doing the talking. So you're not gonna be the one doing the most of the talking because you are learning. You are part of the. You are a beginner in that language community, especially if you are talking about being part of the Spanish language community. So just so you know, this is just a video to prepare you. This is a prepping. So when you are in the journey for learning language, you don't feel like, oh my God, it's it's hard for me to understand what they are talking. It is impossible for me to understand what they are saying on TV. On TV, for example, a TV show, when somebody is watching a TV show about news, so most of the talking points will be based on past due situations, and it will be mostly based on opinions. So the talking point can be kind of a little bit difficult to understand, and just uh, be patient and understand that you are a passive language people in that community, and you need to know that. So this is my tip for today. If you want to start being part of the Spanish language community, just think of what I said before. Your role will be a passive role, and you need to get used to listen to people talking about past due situations, and you need to know that sometimes the verbs that they will say, the verbs form, they will say will be on they will be in the past, like past tense, or the people doing the talking will be talking about their point of views, and they will be giving opinions on somebody else. And sometimes you're gonna have to get used to conversations where people are simply gossiping on somebody. So just so you know, this is one thing you need to adjust your ears. You need to adjust your listening skills in Spanish when you are a beginner in Spanish lessons. This is all for today, and I wanna hear from you. I wanna read your comments, and remember to subscribe to My Language Trainer.